Leave me alone.
Let's goddamn go.
Leave me alone.
Get your fucking
Leave
truck.
me alone. Leave me
Get
alone.
your fucking truck till the cops get
I'm
here.
leaving.
Now. Give me the fucking phone. Let's go, bitch.
Let's go.
Get in the fucking truck.
Yeah.
Don't get out of the truck no more.
Don't get out of the truck no more.
Take
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. In case you're new here, my name is Maren
and I'm Maureen. So in today's episode, we're going to be reacting to a video that's going viral of a black man who thought that he was almost lynched by a company of construction workers.
Right, and these white folks might just lose their company because of this reason. Now Americans, both black and white, are not happy at all with this incident. And guys, we don't want to talk a lot. Let's just watch what happened and then we come back and talk about it. But to say the least, it's quite unfortunate that this is happening in 2025 in America, a country that is supposed to be safe for all citizens here. But what do I say? This does not shock me at all, only that it's quite unfortunate that it's happening in 2025. Let us
Right, let's watch and then we come back and talk about it. You can consider subscribing if you're new to our channel and leave us a comment on what you think about this episode. Let's watch.
right.
Leave me alone.
Let's goddamn go.
Leave me alone.
Get your fucking
Leave
truck.
me alone.
All right, I'm going to show you the rest of the video, but let me give you some backstory as quickly as I can. Clyde, North Carolina, a young black man is delivering mulch to a landfill dump spot, okay? He gets there 45 minutes early. He parks by the gate. Employee comes and says, normally everybody parks up the road and waits, doesn't come this far down. He said, I'm sorry, I've never been here before. The guy said, no big deal. I'm going to open the gate. Don't come in until 6:30. The owner of the place's son comes shortly after and goes, no, you shouldn't have been down here. Now you got to go behind everyone who's arrived since you and wait in line behind them. He said, we say a few words about it, and then I follow the instructions and go back there. He's sitting back there waiting, and all of a sudden that same guy and 5 of his friends come rolling up. He has a pistol on his hip, and he starts yelling about, you took my phone. He said 30 to 40 minutes of him accusing him of taking his phone and demanding to search his truck before he finally says, fine, just search my truck. And the guy doesn't find the phone. Then his dad shows up. They check the cameras and go, okay, and let him go. He goes to dump his load, just like this is ridiculous. In the meantime, that guy apparently finds the phone, according to him, on the ground outside where his truck was. Like he couldn't have dropped it there? No, he assumes that he stole it and then had thrown it by the truck. So he comes flying up the hill with the same 5 guys again and starts threatening him. And then they get 2 bulldozers and flip over his trailer and tip his truck over on his side. That's not on video, but this other exchange is, and this is absolutely insane.
What's going on? What's going on? What's happening?
You driving that truck?
Huh?
Go get in your truck and be a good witness.
No, I ain't driving that truck. I ain't driving that truck.
Phones up. Get in your vehicle. Now. You're leaving. You're gone.
What happened?
You're gone.
Going where?
You're going out.
Who?
You.
For what?
For videoing.
For video when I'm going out? What is you talking about?
I'm closing. I'm done.
Yeah.
No, I'm done with this shit. Listen, put your phone up and get in your vehicle right now.
Leave me alone.
Let's goddamn go.
Leave me alone.
Get your fucking
Leave
truck.
me alone. Leave me
Get
alone.
your fucking truck till the cops get
I'm
here.
leaving.
Now. Give me the fucking phone. Let's go, bitch.
Let's go.
Get in the fucking truck.
Yeah.
Don't get out of the truck no more.
Don't get out of the truck no more.
Take
These brothers, these brothers and this father, which we'll later on see in the video, right? They apparently own a construction company, and later on, after the video started trending, they came out giving statements here, and they were saying that they do not allow use of foul language, they do not discriminate, they're not
The
racist. That family, yeah. But before we even get to the statement that they were making, we've heard how these brothers are speaking, the language they're using on this guy, and you're asking yourself, is all this hate warranted? What exactly made them treat this black man in that way? And if it's stealing a phone, do you really genuinely believe their phone was even stolen to begin with?
Right, I do believe that this was a racism incident, and no matter how much they apologize, they're only doing it to save face.
Right, but let's keep on watching, guys, because Americans are not happy.
you out
Yes,
short.
the sheriff's department's coming to get rid of you and your fucking mud.
Okay.
So stay in your truck
Yes, sir.
before something
Get
bad
in there,
happens.
man. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Get in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So right now, the one approaching is the sheriff of that place, and he's supposed to maintain law and order. But let's watch how he behaves as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shut your door. Shut your mouth.
You're the sheriff? You're the sheriff, right?
Yes.
And you were trying to talk to me. Can I'm gonna draw the window
I'm
down?
done talking with you. Shut the door.
Can I draw the window down?
No, roll the other window down.
Hey, sir, you slammed the door on my dog. And that's all I'm recording.
I'm gonna put you in
That's
jail.
all I'm recording for slamming on the door.
I didn't slam it on the door.
Yes, you did. Have it
had
on
a hold
recording.
on. Get in the door.
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all going to jail. Y'all going down. This town going down.
This place and the environment, it looks like a very unsafe place for this black man, and the fact that the sheriff wasn't even partial to begin with this whole incident, it makes me feel like, of course it's just my feelings, nobody's no one else's thoughts, it makes me feel like he's being taken care of by the family, and really good, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Yeah, this town going down.
That man had to believe he was about to record his own lynching. That was the energy that was there. That's what it felt like was going to happen. And the fact that he was able to walk away from that, he is exceptionally lucky. But that is unacceptable. He needs an attorney. This is Clyde, North Carolina again. That business, apparently it was the owner and his son that did all that stuff. This is insane. Anyone who can help, I'm going to tag him on TikTok. Please reach out to him. But this is unacceptable, and I want to hear what law enforcement in the area is going to do about it.
They wanted to unalive that man. They wanted to unalive that man, accusing him of stealing the phone. You come back with 5 guys. You got a pistol in your hand. You're flipping over his truck.
The thing I can't okay, one question I'm asking myself right now is, what makes a human being believe that they own another human being's life or right to live or die? Why put such amount of fear on somebody else just to get your point across, even if he believed that his phone was stolen?
That forgetting the fact that they all deserve to be in that country, and they all they earned the right to be in that country. They were all born in that country, you know. But I feel like right now these cases are really becoming increasingly noticeable, because even, you know, if the
leadership is rotten, so will the citizens be.
Exactly. So we are seeing more of these cases where this type of white Americans are becoming very brazen with their acts towards other people, and most especially because there's no consequences that follows after this, you know. Right. There are people who are out there doing things, and they know the authorities are not going to come for them, because what has happened so far, these things happen, but no one gets arrested, no consequences falls upon them, you know. But let's keep on watching what Americans have to say.
Then you talking about get back in your trouble before something bad happens to you. I mean, them some evil folks. And so I hope, you know, Wright Brothers Construction Company, I hope y'all get sued for every dollar you got. Like, honestly, bro, I hope y'all go broke. I hope y'all go broke, bro. I want you to lose everything. I want you to go so broke that you can't even provide for your family. Since it's obvious that y'all had it on y'all mind to stop a black man from getting back home to his family.
Clyde, North Carolina, count your fucking days. That video from that landfill, that poor black man trying to deliver those goods to that landfill, and the shit that he dealt with when he was trying to deliver those goods, is not only unacceptable, it's disgusting, it's abhorrent, and it needs to be wiped from the planet. That kind of racism, those men thought they were living in 1930.
I'm also glad that not only black people found what was wrong in this video, but also white people see the wrong that these people were committing in this video, because a long time ago, not so many people used to look the other way because it didn't concern them and it wasn't their business. But right now I'm actually glad to see more of them coming out and speaking up.
Yeah, I'm also, you know, the funny thing is that there are more people who really think like these men, you know. There are more white Americans who think think and believe and live by these principles. Yeah, and that is why right now you keep on hearing cases of lynching. You keep on hearing cases of truckers who are told to not be in certain towns in certain times. Yeah, but I do believe that counter actions will really be a big help to this solution, where not just black people are speaking against these sorts of injustices, even white people are coming to speak against this, you know. And when they say let's teach these companies a lesson, and companies that think like them, when they call for boycotts, when they call for action, it needs not only to come from black Americans but also other groups in America. You know, that is the only way such people, because I do believe that this number can be either lessened or it can become small through the action of the community around them. You know, they need to feel that what they did was not correct, you know.
Right.
The way they were talking to him. You be a good boy. What? If that doesn't prove that this administration is emboldening these people, I don't know what does. That video could have been taken in 1960, but it wasn't. It was taken in 2025. And that's why we need to talk about it. Every single one of those white motherfuckers, and yeah, I'm white, whatever. Every single one of those motherfuckers needs to be held accountable for that. And they're gonna be, as far as divine justice is concerned, because that shit comes around and it bites you in the ass 10 times harder than whatever you delivered.
Wright Brothers Construction goes on to say, regardless of the circumstances, threats, hateful language, and any form of discrimination have no place on our projects or within our company. We are taking immediate steps to identify those involved, assess any violations of our code of conduct, and apply disciplinary action where appropriate. Wright Brothers Construction is committed to fostering a work environment and public presence built on respect, accountability, and integrity.
I feel like this statement is quite funny, and it's a juxtaposition of where they are right now.
The owners of the company say they're investigating to see
how can they investigate their own selves,
right? Because the father was involved, the two sons were involved, and they're the owners of the company. So they're investigating what went down and who did what, and they're the very people who are responsible for that scenario.
And I bet they will find no wrong after investigations,
right?
By now, many of you have seen or heard of the video of Wright Brothers Construction Company Incorporated circulating, where they absolutely terrorized a TikToker by the name of Bossed Up. He had went to deliver a load of mulch, and allegedly one of them claimed that their phone got stole because he arrived early. And not only did they terrorize him, close the truck door on his little dog, they flipped over his entire trailer and big truck. Well, Wright Brothers has issued a statement, and it reads as follows. Wright Brothers Construction Company Incorporated is aware of a video circulating on social media involving a confrontation at one of our project sites. The footage is upsetting and does not reflect the standard of professionalism and respect we expect on any job site where our name is represented. We want to be clear, the language and behavior displayed in the video are unacceptable. While not all individuals involved have been confirmed as Wright Brothers employees, we are actively investigating to determine the facts and the roles of those present. Preliminary accounts indicate that some of our employees attempted to de-escalate the situation when a member of the public arrived in an active construction zone, filming and refusing repeated requests to leave or lower their phone for safety reasons. Wright Brothers Construction goes on to say, regardless of the circumstances, threats, hateful language, and any form of discrimination have no place on our projects or within our company. We are taking immediate steps to identify those involved, assess any violations of our code of conduct, and apply disciplinary action where appropriate. Wright Brothers Construction is committed to fostering a work environment and public presence built on respect, accountability, and integrity. We are initiating additional training for all supervisory personnel focused on conflict resolution, respectful communication, and maintaining professionalism in difficult situations. What are your thoughts about all of this? My understanding was one of them was the owner or the owner's son, correct? So how is the owner going to disciplinary himself? I just have questions and lots of them. Y'all, let's talk about this in the comments.
By now, you've seen that disturbing video by that young black truck driver who encountered harassment by racists when he arrived on a job site to make a delivery. In other words, to do his job. These racists harassed him, accused him of stealing one of the employees' phones, illegally searched his cab. One of them slammed the cab door and injured his puppy. And then they turned over his trailer. Yeah, we need to let these folks know that they might think it's 1925, but it's 2025, and the black community is going to respond. This is the information on both companies. Leave them a Google review, as well as contact these companies directly. Now, Wright Brothers Construction has already issued some lame statement that doesn't really take accountability for what happened. It definitely doesn't apologize. So this is something actionable that you can do, especially if you live outside of the North Carolina area. And let me also say this to all these ignorant people who are loud and wrong talking about Black Americans are next when it comes to racist, harassing behavior. Duh. We have been here since before this nation was founded. We have always been the main target, and that targeting has never stopped. And this is an example of what we're talking about.
Hi, a few updates and information for everyone pertaining to my earlier video. You know, the video talking about the gentleman who got completely harassed by a couple of racists out here in Orlando, Florida. You know, he was not selling stuff, may I add. This poor gentleman is no one other than a project manager for a utility company. That's right. This man went to his day job today and someone just thought, this is the guy I'm going to take it out on because I see the opportunity and I've always subliminally been a POS and this is how I'm going to show the world. So world, here you go. The name that we thought it was, this one right here, not the name. This is actually the name of the father's home that they got, which they totally give off that kind of energy that you didn't work for your own equity, huh? So the names that we're actually looking for are going to be right here. And while I am not condoning nor saying, and all of this is just for informational purposes, anything to tell the internet to do its thing, whatever that may mean, internet, go ahead and do your thing. Have a good day.
Now gather around, folks. Let's talk. Wright Brothers Construction, the self-proclaimed temple of family values and integrity. Because nothing says wholesome like a 1.5 million Clean Water Act smackdown for burying trout streams. CEO Stephen Wright beams about urgency and selflessness. Apparently, that means urgently dumping rock into rivers and selflessly collecting OSHA citations after a worker plummets 25 feet off a bridge. Mitchell Simpson flashes the company slogan like a halo, but the only thing glowing is the EPA fine print. Sure, they plaster integrity across their website, yet their legacy bulldozes habitats faster than a Sunday sermon ends. They call it a family-run business. Guess that includes the extended family of environmental attorneys and trauma surgeons. Newsflash, Stephen. Real integrity isn't a line item in the marketing budget. It's what's left after the mud settles. And right now, the water's still murky.
So guys, welcome back. Let us know what you think about the clips you just played here. You know, as I said in the introduction, it's quite unfortunate that things like this are happening in America in 2025. The question is, what can be done to curb these incidences here?
With this particular incident, I feel like it's very clear what should be done. And just as some of the speakers have suggested, they need to boycott this company, and they also need to hit them financially where it hurts for this company to know that they shouldn't be treating their clients and their workers like this. Because this brother, had he never recorded this incident, probably nobody would have believed what happened to him in that place, in that site, and I actually believe that him recording that video is what kept him alive.
Right. You know, the most baffling thing is the fact that the town's sheriff was present present, and he also did not. He failed to provide a safe environment for any person who was there. Okay, for everybody but this black man, you know. And I'm asking myself, okay, at this point, somebody needs to end up in jail, because this can be classified as a hate crime, you know,
or threat.
Okay, it was a threat against this man, because what the question is, what would have happened if he wouldn't get into his truck?
Right,
then fall.
Right. And I actually am glad of the fact that once he recognized that that was a sheriff, he got in his truck and he shut his door so that they shouldn't arrest him for anything. Like, they turned the story against him and said that he was not being compliant to law enforcement, you know. And my thing is, why should you bully someone to a point where they feel unsafe, and you yourself have not even you know, clarified whether you're the one who dropped that phone or he's the one who stole it, you know, because there
are a couple of other people there who could have taken that phone, you know. It just didn't have to be the only black man present at the time,
right? So without any concrete evidence, just because you found your phone near his vehicle does not mean that he's the one who
found it near his vehicle.
Yes, they found it near his vehicle, but not with him, you see. So the person who owns the phone could have dropped even the phone himself
to give reason for the attack, right?
Yeah, whether by accident or intentionally, he could have dropped the phone himself, you know.
Yeah, anyway guys, you just let us know what you think that should be done. Like, what should be the solution? The other day we did an episode about a black brother who was calling to action black American men, and he was talking about what if we give an eye for an eye, and his suggestion was, which we asked in the video, would you support that for every incident that comes out
there should be a counter,
there should be a counter action with the same energy, right?
To which I said that wouldn't be a good idea, it being that right now black Americans are not being portrayed well in the media of in media, you know. So we who are outside America, we don't get the full picture of what Americans go through, black Americans to be specific. So we get our news through the media, and who controls the media? A majority of the white population, right? And the narrative doesn't always favor black people. So imagine,
what can be done?
Imagine in this situation, if black people were to go there, of course they should go there and enforce their dominance of them being present, right? But I don't support violence. They should not be violent at all with anybody, because the media doesn't portray them well as it is.
Right, I see what you're saying, because from where I got these videos, a lot of people kept on asking on the comment section, why is this not making national news? Because this is a huge incident that happened, and believe it or not, there's a speaker who said there that you'd think that this is in the 1900s, and yet this has happened. It's a recent case that has happened in 2025, but it's nowhere in the news. But if it was a black man who had done something,
a white person, right now all the news stations, most of them anyway,
would be going bizarre with that news. But this one is just quiet, nobody cares, they don't even care to announce it on the news, and yet this is a huge incident that has happened, you know.
But again, that is why I usually say I thank God for social media, because right now almost 60% of the news that is not being covered by mainstream media, you'll find it on TikTok and you find it on social media, right? So
this brother did well by
recording his incident, you know. So guys, let us know what you think about this episode. Also consider subscribing if you're new to our channel, and we'll see you on our next episode.